3 tips to help you speed up your manifestation. Let's go. My name's Jeanette Sizikowski, a feng shui consultant. I help you align your internal energy with your external energy so you start living that dream life that you love. Tip about the tips, I'm saving the best tip for last. You are here today to talk about how to speed up your manifestations. Therefore, you are most likely familiar with the law of attraction and how manifesting is simply creating something that you want in your mind and making it a reality. Tip number 1. Raise your vibration. Get into that frequency, that vibration of what it is that you are trying to attract. Money is never just about money. Relationships are never just about relationships. Why do you want that money? To feel freedom, to feel independent, to feel excited, to feel luxurious. Why do you want that relationship? To feel loved, to feel whole. Okay, so you have to start feeling those things. You have to start vibrating at those frequencies. Everyone on YouTube is gonna tell you to raise your vibe, get higher vibe, but that can be kind of confusing. So what does it mean to be in a vibration? Let's look at one that I think is kind of memorable. Think about when you feel or stuck or lost or uninspired. What is that? It's just this stagnant feeling. You just want to sit on the couch. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't really want to talk to anybody. You just watch the same thing over and over again on Netflix. It's just like if the vibe had a rhythm, it would just be this, like neutral. Think about the days that you feel that way. Does anything good ever come from it? Not usually. Usually for days, it's just stagnant. But then one day you're like, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy today and I'll get back into it. Or you kill the whole day watching TV and you're like, tomorrow I'll work out in the morning. And then you do one little thing to raise your vibe, and that's how you get out of it. It's that spark that you feel when you've been laying on the couch for 3 days. It's that spark that you feel after the same thing happening over and over and over again. That little kick that tells you to go work out or get the salad at lunch or drink water all day. Whatever that little thing is, it's that little kick within you. That's like the first sign of your vibration raising. Another good example of when vibes are changing or in high frequency, think about like high schoolers with their first kiss, or your experience with your first kiss. Or maybe your first kiss was like in middle school or something, and you all week, you and your friends were talking it up. You're like, I'm gonna kiss him at this dance, I'm gonna kiss her on our first date tonight. And that excitement that's happening, that vibration, that like rush that you are feeling, that is some high vibe stuff going on. And you finally get that first kiss, have that first kiss, and you are just on cloud 9. You feel so cool, you feel so great, you feel so loved, you feel so accomplished, you feel like you could die right then and there and you would be happy. And actually, now that I talk about this out loud, that is probably why our high school loves, our first loves, are like such a big deal in our life and so memorable, because we just shot to one of the highest love frequencies so young, and without all of our adult limiting beliefs and all the other stuff that kind of clouds our feelings and abilities to get to that level now, we just go straight up to love, vibe, and high. That's probably why it sticks with us for so long, because it makes such an imprint in our system. But we're not here today to share stories about our first kiss. We're here to get you your manifestations happening faster. So, tip number 1 is to get into high vibe. Think about those extreme scenarios when you went from blah to really excited, motivated in a quick instance. Or that, like I said, love moment, right? Where you were feeling nervous and uncomfortable, but then it happened and you just shot up to total bliss. Those are some examples you can look back on to think like, okay, if I need to feel love right now to radiate more love, or if I need to feel accomplished to attract in more money, think back to those early examples in your life. It doesn't matter if they happened a long time ago. It doesn't matter if you haven't had money for a long time. Think back to your first dollar that you earned mowing a lawn or something. Like, you just trigger that excitement. The frequency, the vibration is the same. Doesn't matter the amount of money or the type of love. That excitement you felt for your first dollar mowing the lawn is the same vibration, the same frequency you need to attract $1 million. All right, tip number 2. You're probably not gonna like me for this one because it's pretty boring, but I want you to meditate. Meditate every single day. Getting into that frequency, you need those energy centers to be accessible because you have to feel something. And where do your feelings come from? They come from these energy centers, or at least your energy centers help create these feelings and vibration. And what does meditating do? Meditating clears out all of the stuff around your energy centers that is keeping you from accessing them. So when you meditate, you are sitting quiet with yourself. You're not thinking about all the things you have to do. You're not thinking about all the low vibration things, why you're sad, why you're blah, why you're in lack. You're not thinking about any of that because you're just sitting in yourself, observing yourself. You're sitting behind your eyes, dark, quiet, and you're just being. And as a thought comes in, it goes out. As a thought comes in, you don't sit and think about the thought that wants to come in. You just let it go. I have to pay my taxes. Let it go. I forgot to take the dog for a walk. Let it go. The thought of I forgot to feed the fish wants to come in, but you don't think about it. The thought of there's so much clutter, I need to clean, I need to do this. Before it comes in, you're just sitting and you're letting it go by. You're not giving it any attention, not when you're in meditation. Later, think about it. If you don't know what to think about when you're meditating, here's a good trick. Think about each of your energy centers. Actually, picture them. You've all seen the pictures with the rainbow of the chakras lit up. Imagine yours within you. Picture red at your root. Picture orange at your sacral. Picture yellow at your solar plexus. Picture green at your heart, and so on and so forth. That gives you something to think about, and you can tell each of your energy centers, like, we're clearing now, we're letting go, or we're releasing and letting in positivity. We're releasing sadness. We're releasing fill in the blank. I know it's easier said than done to meditate. It takes a lot of practice, especially just sitting and being and not thinking about the thoughts that want to come through. But there you go. There's another tip on how to meditate. Think about your energy centers and clearing out what's around them so that they work to help you raise your vibration. All right, I said I was saving the best for last. Here it is, number 3. Check your language. The law of attraction is loosely framed as ask, believe, receive. Ask as in declare it, say what you want. Believe, embody it, be grateful as if it's already happened. You believe it happened because you're already acting that way as if it happened. Ask, believe, and then receive. Don't worry about the how, you're just waiting and you're receiving, right? Well, if you're embodying it and you're acting as if you already have it and you're vibrating on that high vibe frequency of the amount of money you want, that being loved by the love of your life, if you're being and acting at that high vibe frequency, how are you talking? What are you saying? We've got a lot of thoughts to monitor. And the further you are in this personal development world and the further you are in this manifestation world, the more your thoughts are on point and the more you are like thinking positive, acting high vibe. Okay, but when was the last time you checked on what you were saying and what was coming out of your mouth? Check your language. Trevor Mudd shared some stats about words in a recent interview that he just did with Ed Milet, and I want to repeat them for you here. And I'm going to read it off of a card and not pretend like I have this memorized. Trevor stated that negativity is 4 to 7 times more powerful than positivity. And if you say anything out loud, it's 10 times more powerful than just thinking it in your head. So let's do the math. If you're saying that negative thing that you don't want to happen out loud, then you're increasing the probability of what you don't want to happen by 40 to 70 times. So think about all of the times that you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work. Oh, I hope it doesn't rain today. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, this isn't going to happen for me. That vibration. Sometimes words are really sneaky too. You don't realize these powerful words that you're using because sometimes negative words become trendy and we start to say it like, ugh, I would die if this happened. Toxic, literally I would die. Push me off a cliff if that ever happens. I'm not saying that you're increasing your chances of getting pushed off a cliff by 40 to 70 times, but think about your language in relation to what you're trying to attract and how you're speaking about it. Every morning you wake up and you're scripting about the money you want to attract or the love of your life that you want to attract, but then throughout the day you're like, I'm so alone, I'll never find anybody, I'm broke, I'll be alone forever, there's nobody good left in the world. You get it. Just saying those things, like almost admitting defeat, almost admitting that you don't believe, negates everything that's going on. So your 3 tips to speed up those manifestations: high vibe, be high vibe, raise that frequency. What's a help to do that? Meditate, clear out all the crap so all of your energy centers are working and working at full force. And tip number 3, check your language. Are you feeling high vibe, acting as if you're already a millionaire, acting as if you already have your soulmate, but are you speaking that? Are you speaking love? Are you speaking wealth? Are you speaking value? Are you speaking positively? Hey, do you want one more to speed up that manifestation? All right, I'll give it to you. Tip number 4, feng shui your space. That's right, the feng shui consultant said it. You probably could have guessed it. Feng shui your space. Just like I mentioned, to meditate, clear out that internal areas around your energy centers so that messages come through, inspiration comes through, ideas come through, so that you can raise that vibration faster. Feng shui your space. But Jeanette, I don't know how to feng shui. That's okay. I've got a whole Instagram page and I got plenty of videos coming and on my YouTube channel already that help you feng shui, so I won't go into it here. But for starters, just clean up your space. Make space for what it is you want to come in. Do you want more money to come in? Clean out your wallet. Do you want love to come in? Clean up your bedroom. Do you want to feel better? Do you want more energy? Do you want to be more motivated? Make room for that motivation to come in. Make room for you to be able to breathe, to actually attract in what it is you want. All right, so there you go. 4 tips, not just 3. I'm so excited to hear how these work out for you. Please comment below, keep in touch, let me know what it is you're manifesting, how quickly it comes, and if one of these alone unlocked it for you. If this resonated with you in any way, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that every time I share feng shui, a mindset tips, you are along for the ride. I am committed to helping you transform a life that you tolerate into one you treasure. Thank you so much.